All right, hello everybody. You're welcome to the week 3 of Maxify Bootcamp's Become a UI UX Designer course, brought to you by Maxify Global. I remain Johnson Lawrence Onaji. Uh, I'll be supported by Charity Abba, who is also a product designer at Maxify Global. This week, we'll be featuring the ideation process and the define process. We'll also be looking at creating user personas, empathy maps, and we'll also be looking at creating user flows, and eventually we'll look at creating wireframes. All right. And at the end of this session, we expect that all participants will understand the nitty-gritties of course, analyzing survey forms, creating user personas, creating empathy maps, creating user flows. To begin with us in this class today, we will be having Charity. Charity will be coming up to do the analysis of our survey forms. Survey forms we had as an assignment in the last class. Of course, I saw the responses and I was able to go through a few. Fortunately, yesterday I was on transit, but fortunately, still, Charity was able to cover up and give reviews on those survey forms. So, Charity will be coming up now to do the analysis of the survey responses, creating empathy maps, and creating user personas from those responses. And then I'll be coming up to take you through the nitty-gritties of creating user flows in UI UX design. And then Charity will be coming back again to take you through the ways of creating your wireframes, and of course, practically the wireframe, creating user personas, and creating empathy maps. I hope you're ready for the class today. Please, at any point you need to ask a question, do well to use the chat box so that the class will not be distracted. Uh, if I'm able to respond to you, and if she's able to respond while I'm teaching, she's also going to do so. Once again, welcome. And I'm always excited to know that you're progressing in this career path that you've chosen. Thank you so much. Welcome once again. And as I hand over to Charity.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Hope we had a pleasant weekend. So sorry about the network glitch. I think MTN and Airtel has been down for a while. So for the sake of this session, I don't know. I'm finding it so difficult to connect with my laptop. So I'm trying to see if I can share my screen using my phone. So the screen is going to look so small. Please, for those of us, can we is everybody on his Figma file right now? So we can use your Google. I think Jime, is your network stable? So we can use your assignment to go through and analyze the survey questions. So can you all see my screen now? Please, if you can see my screen, just unmute yourself and just let me know, because I won't be able to read out charts from my end here. Just let me know if you can see my screen.
I can see your screen, ma'am. I can see it.
Okay. Sorry about the kind of screen we are using today. So Maxify Global Bootcamp for UI. Ime, so which e-commerce platform did you use as your case study?
I tried Flutterwave.
Okay, Flutterwave.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So first off, you're supposed to ask them for either their email or their names, right? So right now you don't really have access to this person's, you don't know who is going to fill the questions or answer them. So next time when you're starting, you can ask them for either their name or their email. So on a
Okay,
scale
ma'am.
of 1 to 10, how was your experience on e-commerce websites? And I think it's better you do the options to be either you can put either 1 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 20, and like that. Let it be in a group. Do you get? Was it easy to navigate? That's okay. How often do you visit an e-commerce website? Really often, never, monthly, weekly. The never was supposed to come last. How likely are you to recommend an e-commerce website you have visited to others? If no, kindly state why. You didn't put like a session where they will state their why. Like even if they click no, like very likely, not likely, like they don't have like a space where they can type in their why. So that's also another correction you have to make. What other new feature or suggestion would you like to improve on the e-commerce website you visited? Okay. So number 5, you do the same for giving it in a category or in a group. Have you ever abandoned a transaction or transaction on an e-commerce website before completing it? Have you visited an e-commerce website before? How did you hear about the website? That's nice. I like that. Was there any feature on the website you didn't find helpful? Okay. So, email when you go to everybody, if you're on your forms, go to the part where you see response. Go to the part that's if you have shared this link to other people to fill. But if you haven't, there's no need to panic. We can just do it after our correction. Please, if there's any corrections for people that I made corrections for, please you can do the same. Just correct your work and then you can share the link to as many people you want to, so you can have a very, very good number of people to respond to your forms. Please, you can either, if you want to know the agendas, you on the question on your form section, you can ask if they are either male or female, so you can know the gender that are filling your forms.
She was talking about your forms, right? Your survey forms, right? So for those of you that have created those survey forms with your Gmail, right? You use Google Forms, right? Or maybe you use some other platforms, right? For those that use Google Forms, you can just open that form link. Just open that form link in your browser on your laptop. You're going to see 3 tabs at the top. You're going to see 3 tabs at the top. One is the question, the other one is response. So you should click on that response. That's what she was trying to say. You should click on that response. Can anybody actually see what I'm saying? If you can see what I'm saying, just respond to me. Feel free to speak, okay? Except if you're in a noisy place, okay? And Yvonne, I guess you've seen the file now. I've added your email, and Abibat, expecting to see your name on that file as well. All right. So please do well to create that. It's important. It's going to be more like your attendance, right? That's page where we did the drawing of a rectangle. All right. So please, if you're able to see the responses of your form, just let me know while we wait for Charity. If you're able to see the responses of your form, just let me know. Okay, great. Patrick is able to see. All right. How about Jimmy? I know Charity
Yes,
was.
I can see the response now.
Okay, we're going to do a bit of check now. Patrick, how many responses do you have? Jimmy, how many responses do you have?
I have 3.
3 responses. Patrick, how many responses do you have? Okay, 30. Okay, that's great. Do we have any other person that has more than 30 responses? Anybody with more than 30 responses? Okay, in that case, Patrick, can you share your screen? Okay, this is looking excellent. This is looking excellent already. Okay, yeah, good. Let me get this up. Looking excellent. The goal is to we all need to have the goal in mind, and the goal is first of all to analyze the survey results. From the survey results, you'd create an empathy map. So Patrick, you're the one sharing your screen right now, right? So apparently you'll be doing everything. Is your Figma open?
Sorry, my network here is very bad, so I have not hear anything.
Oh, sorry, who is that?
Abibat.
Oh, Abibat, you can't hear anything at all. At all.
I'm just hearing you now. I've not been hearing since I've been trying the network. It's very terrible. It's very terrible.
Network is really terrible because of the issue with the undersea cable, whatever. Yesterday we couldn't actually access Zoom at all. For the instructors, we had to use WhatsApp for our meeting. However, I'm just trying to see if it's possible for us to manage the network we have today, to see if we can do that. If everybody on this call is able to, and Abibat, if everyone and Abibat is able to hear me, we'll continue till Charity joins us. Okay, great. Your Figma is open. Okay, that's great. Okay, now let's take a look at these survey forms together. All right. What do I want you to place your mind on? I want you to place your mind on the user. All right. This is how you analyze. I want you to place your mind on the user. From this form, you would understand what the user says, what the user thinks, what the user feels, and what the user does. Remember that is your empathy map structure, right? So what user says, what they think, what they do, what they feel. Now, and like we learned in the last class, there are 2 categories of it: the outer and the inner, right? The outer has to do with what the user says and what the user does, right? And then the inner has to do with what the user feels and what the user thinks. Those ones, you get them from what the user says. Do you understand? So right now, I'm going to ask Patrick. Patrick, you're going to open your Figma. You're going to open your Figma, and then you draw just draw an empathy box. Patrick, are you there? Patrick, you'll be doing a lot of work today, okay? Just draw. We're going to come back to this form. Just draw the empathy box.
I'm here.
Okay, please, everyone, just try to focus. Yeah.
Okay, but you're not seeing my Figma, right?
Have you?
You're not seeing
yeah, we
Figma.
can't see your Figma. Apparently, you shared just. No, we can't.
Let me share.
Apparently, you shared just your browser screen. Yeah, sure. You can share your entire screen.
Let me just share this. Okay, let me just share this. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can. Excellently. Okay. What you're gonna do is
I create a new file.
You can decide to. Yeah, no, just hold on. You can decide to create your empathy map on this Figma file, or you can also opt for your FigJam. All right, your FigJam. All right. So right now, let's do something very basic. Okay. So just drag your mouse. Just drag the screen to. Just drag the screen to a new and a blank side of the screen. Just drag it.
Where is a blank
side? Drag it to the left, probably. Yeah, just drag to the left. Just drag. Just like use your hands to just do a drag on your mouse. Yeah.
Okay. Is that big enough?
No. Just, are you using a mouse?
Yes, okay, well, I'm using my laptop.
Okay, are you using a mouse or a trackpad?
The pad.
Trackpad. Okay, just place two hands on your trackpad and just drag a bit, just like you are dragging something, like you are sliding something.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah, you're doing it now. But you are zooming out actually. Don't just drag it on a linear. Don't try to widen your two hands. Yeah. Still drag it until you drag every other thing out.
Mhm. It's not going anymore.
Oh, it's not going. Okay,
Yeah.
it's fine. This is what we're gonna do now. Okay, Patrick, this is what you're gonna do. Come back to your form. Come back to your form and come back to your form and grant me access to the form.
Oh, okay.
Let me
Yeah, I think I have to stop sharing.
Yeah.
I'm not finding my whole screen to share. Okay. Hello, sir.
Okay. Yeah. You should grant me access to the form. So
But,
go to send.
okay.
Click on send
Um,
at the top right.
it's
Yeah. Okay. Um.
not going.
Hold on. If you look down, you're going to see add editor.
Oh,
Add
yeah.
editor.
Yeah.
Yeah, click on add editor. Please, everyone, follow this process, okay? Right now, what we want to do is we want to add a collaborator so that I and then Patrick will have access to that particular form. I will be able to see the responses.
Okay.
Okay. Now take my email. Let me call my email. Or should I drop it on the Zoom chat box so you can pick it up?
Yeah, you can open the chat. I'll just put it from there.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Yeah, I just dropped it.
That's it, right? Can you see it?
Yes, exactly. Editor, right? Okay. Um, so just click on send.
It's gone.
It's gone, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So let me pick that up now quickly. Um, Gmail, so that I'll be able to share my screen. The network is not favorable anywhere, but let's see how far we can go. Okay. So what I just want from you guys is everyone just pay very close attention so that it will be easy for us to To learn, okay. All right, so I have access now. Let me open. Okay, great. Okay, great. So Patrick, let me now share my screen, okay?
Okay, let me stop sharing.
So can you all see my screen?
Yeah, I see your
Just
screen.
let me know if you can see the form.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, yes, I can see the form.
You can see the form. Okay, let's proceed now. Okay, if you look at this form now, you see that okay, on Patrick's form, Patrick said Maxify e-commerce. That's the title of the form, and of course the short note there is e-commerce usability survey. All right, excellent. He asks, "What's your name?" which is an optional response, right? Okay, and then the question is, "Have you shopped or browsed on any e-commerce platform before? Did you access the platform via mobile app or website? Okay. Were you satisfied with your overall experience using the platform? How easy was it to navigate the platform? Okay. Did you encounter any difficulties while searching for products or browsing categories? Okay. Were the product descriptions clear and informative? On a scale of 1 to 5, how easy was the checkout process? Did you have issues with payment method and order confirmation? How well does the mobile app or website perform? Did you experience slow loading time on the website or mobile app? What additional features or improvement will enhance your e-commerce experience? Very important. I like this end part. All right, so let's now having this form sent to users, you get responses. So for Patrick, he has 30 responses. When we click on that responses now, you see that okay, first of all, 25 persons actually submitted their names, while 5 other persons uh, were indifferent about it. Okay, they didn't. Okay, so we don't actually need their name. That's the reality. That's the truth. We don't actually need their name. When you don't take their names, they will, to encourage them to speak the truth very well. So the question: have you shopped or browsed on any e-commerce platform before? So um, okay. So you see that the form has already analyzed for you. Out of 30 persons, 29 said yes. So the demography of people we have is the demography of people that have actually shopped on e-commerce. So we can actually say from these responses that, okay, a lot of persons actually use e-commerce platforms. A lot. If we have a ratio of 1 to 29, all right, you can see that it even gave this guy 100%. Do you see that? So more like everybody uses e-commerce platforms, right? Okay. The next question is, did you access the platform via mobile app or website? Okay. 46.7% access the e-commerce platform using what? A website, while 53.3% access using what? Mobile app. Of course, this form is actually, we all can actually relate with this form because before you even pick up your laptop to open a website, you've already checked it on your phone. Are you getting me? You've already checked it on your phone. So most of the time, and that's why we talk about responsiveness. And that's why when you're creating your UI, if you're creating a UI for a website, you also need to create the mobile version of that website. Because in fact, let's say like over 70% of the persons that will visit your website will be doing that using a mobile phone. Are you getting me now? Okay, so of course, we can infer from this result that most people actually access e-commerce platforms using their mobile phone, right? So you realize that okay, you should actually pay more attention to the responsiveness of this system. Then you ask, were you satisfied with the overall experience? Of course, majority of them were satisfied with the experience because that question is actually a very general question. It was not very specific. Do you understand? Most of the time, when you want to discover challenges, you don't ask the positive questions. You ask when you ask positive questions, maybe you want to evaluate maybe a yearly usability report. Maybe you are working in a company and you are the usability officer. Maybe you are the product designer in the company. Are you getting me now? And then you need to give your reporting maybe quarterly, right? You can send out a survey that will capture positive responses. So you can ask those kind of questions. Then you can use that metric to say when you are presenting your report to the company that we had 96 or over about 98% of our users actually were satisfied with the overall experience you get. But in this case, we are trying to look for the problem we want to solve. So if you ask them, did you face a challenge? It's easy for them to respond yes or no. But when you ask people in terms of overall experience, they might have 70% of a good experience and 30% of a bad experience. Of course, that 70% overwhelms the 30. So most of them will now respond with what? Yes. So with that, you didn't actually get the specific problem. Do you understand? But then when you ask this one, looks very okay. How easy was it to navigate the platform? You see that green is what? Easy, right? 53, most people said it's easy, right? But of course, you can see that only a few said it is very easy. So of course, it is obvious that we need to work around making navigating the e-commerce platform very easy. And then of course, you can see some other person said moderate. So from here, you can actually begin to, I want everybody on this call now to begin to think of the empathy map. From this point of navigating the user platform, what do you think? What do you think? Because we're actually picking out the challenge. What do you think the users would say if 26.7% of them actually said, well, it was just moderate? What do you think they would actually say? Somebody might say, why would they have to put this button at the, why would they have to, why is there no back button to return? Why is it that, okay, I'm trying to check out, but I want to go back and it's not allowing me to go back. It's taking me to the login page, or it's not allowing me to go back. I have to make payment. Either I make payment or I close the app, So that's what somebody says. Are you getting me? You are getting it from this analysis now. Meanwhile, on this other side, this greater part of the measurement is saying that, okay, well, looks easy. It looks easy. That seems to be a comment, what they would say, what they would do. Of course, they keep on using. What do they think? Nice, nice, nice. That's what they think in their head. What do they feel? They feel good. So from your form, you are able to determine what people, the empathy map of your users. Are you getting me now? Now, did you encounter any difficulty while searching for products or browsing categories? Just take a look at this. This is really interesting. 50% of them had no difficulties. 50% of them had few difficulties. What an interesting data. What an interesting data. That means though the industry is fertile, yet there is still more to be done. However, I would have really expected that you ask them to state the difficulties they actually experienced so that it will be easy for us to know what exactly we want to solve. Are you getting me now? So this one looks general. It looks general. So 50%, okay, some of them said, yeah, I encountered difficulties, but you didn't really ask them what exactly. It is one thing to say, I have toothache, and it's another thing to say which part of your teeth is aching you. Is it your molars, premolars, incisors, or canine? So as a dentist, you're able to know that, okay, the pain is actually coming from the molars, not you removing all the teeth. Do you understand? So that's you being specific. You're saying, okay, I have pain in my teeth, but what exactly, which aspect, which part of your teeth is actually aching you? That's you saying, did you encounter difficulty while using our website? Okay, yes, we did. No, I didn't. But for those who did, what were the challenges you encountered? Was it that you included your card details and then you were debited twice? Is it that you were not able to navigate well? All those kind of challenges are jigging now. So we need to be very specific about our questions. Then it asks, were the product descriptions clear and informative? 90% said yes. Of course, that means we cannot actually build a product that is not closed. Since every other product out there have clear and informative what's called descriptions. So with that, we don't even need to product description is not going to be part of our our challenge, what we're trying to solve again, because of course it's already there. Then on a scale of 1 to 5, how easy was the checkout process? Okay, so majority of them said 4. So of course, being specific again, after you ask how easy the checkout process was, then you should again ask what challenge did you face during the checkout process. So when you ask that question, you're able to know that okay, the demography of 20%, or in addition to this one now, 26.7%, who are saying that, well, the checkout process was not really okay. You need to know, because you cannot sideline this set of people in the market. Even if these are the people you are trying to reach out to with your product, you're actually doing a great job, all right? So you need to know, okay, what was the problem? This 26.7% of consumers, what was the problem they faced, and how can you solve them? So you don't just leave it on a general note. Did you have issues with the payment method? You can see 20%. 20% have issues with payment method. So that means while building this system, we need to also pay attention to the payment method. Now, when you're building your empathy map, you should know that the demography of this 20%, what will they actually say? Now, all these things I'm noting because we are going to build this empathy map together. So you guys should be also begin to think about the content of our empathy map. Are you getting me now? So this demography of 20% is saying, guy, this payment process is poor. It's not even accepting Verve card. It's not even accepting my MasterCard. Why is he saying I must pay in dollars, only in dollars? Why can't I pay in Naira? Why is the conversion rate so high? Why is it that they are using do you understand? Those kind of things. And then why is it that the tax is it tax now? Yeah, why is it that the tax on each product is so high? Those kind of things. So you need to discover the empathy map, what the user sees, thinks, does, and feels from there. Then the next one says, oh, let me be sure that you guys actually hearing me because I just kept on proceeding. Please, are you guys actually understanding what I'm saying?
Yes, I'm understanding. I'm getting it up with you.
Okay. Okay. Hi, Charity. Charity, you're back.
Yes, I'm back.
Okay. Okay, so in that case, you should continue, yeah?
No, just go ahead because it's still on my phone and we need to share screen.
Okay.
I'm only back on my phone.
Okay then. Okay then. What about PC? Are you able to any luck with PC with joining PC?
No luck so far.
Oh my god, this is so bad, really. Network, so bad. Okay. In that case, let's still proceed. Yeah. Please, guys, while I'm trying to analyze that, if you have a question, since I'm actually on the form, please drop your questions on the chat box. Charity will be responding to them so that the class can also continue. I actually came back to check because I was trying to imagine if I had even jumped out of the call or you guys are actually listening to me. All right, so let's go back to proceed. Okay, so back to my screen was here, right? Okay, you can see my screen now, right?
Yes.
Okay, now the next question is, how well does the mobile app or website perform? We've analyzed that, right? Okay, we've not. How well does this is a very, very general question. In fact, I would actually say that this question should be taken out because it's too general. How well does the mobile app or website perform? Now, number one, you actually merged two things together. If you're trying to analyze, if you're trying to get data for mobile app, you should separate it from website. How well did our e-commerce perform on mobile app? How well did our mobile app perform? How well did our website perform? But however, that question is still very general. So you should be asking how well in terms of some specific metrics. Were you able to log in easily? Were you able to create an account easily? Were you able to, when you searched, were you able to find what you were looking for? Were you able to wait? So those kind of questions, all right? Yeah. Then, did you experience slow loading time? Hey, now I like this question. It's very specific. Did you experience slow loading time on the website or mobile app? And then 58.6% said no. Then some other person actually experienced slow loading time. Now, that slow loading time might now be as a result of their internet connectivity or the platform itself. You get. So on the part of the designers, you have to now design the platform to be as light as possible. Make sure that probably your assets are not weighty assets. Maybe the format, your image format. If you have videos, your video format. Maybe your image format is in maybe web picture, WBP, or at the most SVG that are very light and scalable. Do you understand? So instead of using heavy what's it called? Heavy files and all that, that can actually go a long way to reduce loading time, because the one of the major reasons why websites load really slowly is the assets it's trying to load. Apart from the code, apart from the code behind the scene, right? Sometimes the codes behind the scene might actually be making it load slowly. But then, of course, the assets in terms of the presentation layer, which is the UI and the front end layer, begin to talk about the assets, which is the images, the videos, and other things. Do you understand now? Okay, so let's proceed. What additional features? Excellent. This part now is where what we are going to use to achieve our what's it called? Ideation. What additional features or improvements will enhance your e-commerce experience? Somebody said fast loading of products. And of course, like I explained, this can be caused by majorly the heaviness of the assets. When you begin for every item on the cart or on the what's it called now? Is it on the catalog? On every item, you want to display an image or a thumbnail of that item. Are you getting me now? So those are pictures. So you have pictures. So there are a lot of ways to actually achieve speed in loading of websites. Sometimes it might be from the hosting. You might want to, of course, that is up to the front end developers and the back end developers, right? They might want to buy a larger hosting space, but on your own end, as a UI designer, you have to make sure that the assets in terms of images and other things are very lightweight. Someone said, I guess it will be to incorporate personalized product recommendations, based on reviews, purchases, or browsing history to enable the shopping experience. Oh, nice. This is super. So this is talking about personalization. So if in the last 1 month, I bought basically skincare products, whenever I come on the platform, what should be shown me on the landing page should be basically skincare related products, because it has studied my activity over the last 1 month and has discovered that I purchase more of skincare products. You understand? So that is personalization. All right. Someone said nothing new. Someone said should add the part of negotiation. Yeah, it's very important. I like that. Should have the part of negotiation, just like the Alibaba platform. And even on this system we're trying to build, there's going to be negotiation. We'll add a session for negotiation, because the e-commerce platform we are trying to build is not just an e-commerce platform for products. we are building an e-commerce platform that the products are actually human beings. What we are selling is human beings. Sorry, please, it's not like we are selling human beings, but the system, the concept is the e-commerce is not going to be for goods and services. Somebody can come on the platform and see a product. What's the example of a product there? A product like maybe Patrick Greatwealth, UI UX designer. You are a product on that platform. Somebody can come on the platform and choose to buy, to like push you to cart. That is, the person needs maybe developers or a UI designer to work on a project for him. The person just comes on the platform and he sees the available commodities, which are like UI UX designers, and he sees their rating. Okay, if he sees their rating, say, oh, this person has good reviews, this other person has good reviews, and he select this guy, which is guy to cart, and then you see the cost of that guy's services. So at that point now, we are able to integrate, send a negotiation mail, right? So the customer can send a negotiation mail directly to the, or we'll now think about how to go about it. If the negotiation should be done directly with a product, which is human beings in this case, of course, maybe tech bros and techies in this case, or the negotiation should be done with the administrators of the platform themselves. So you get, so we are going to, of course, include that the current e-commerce in Nigeria don't have these features. Excellent. Then I think making the payment method flexible to navigate will be a good idea, allowing customers to make payment for the commodities they are willing to buy easily. And this will go a long way retaining potential customers. Most e-commerce stores lost at a point if payment, at point of payment and purchase. Okay, flexible payment system, flexible payment method. Okay, factor that in. I think if the website or mobile app has a perfect voice typing feature that can easily aid users navigate through the website or mobile app, it will be great. So this is, you guys are already seeing the ideation. I think by now, some of us should already be thinking about the new things that we want to include already. All right. And we are not going to do that for you. People are going to tell us what, from your survey, what are the new things that you want us to include in our design. Stop the use of cookies. This person says stop the use of cookies. How can you actually, you can't actually stop the use of cookies, right, on e-commerce platform, because e-commerce platform basically works on user browsing history, session storage, local storage, session storage, cookies. So those are the things they use to hold your browsing information, to know that, okay, the last time you came, you actually pushed something to cart, or you are actually selecting 5 different items and pushing to cart. So that's for the back end developer. So we are going to reach out to them to know if they can actually build what we are designing without the use of cookies, which I doubt if that is going to be possible. Then faster deliveries will make it more better. Okay, in terms of this is actually not on the development side. This is on what's it called, management side, management and marketing side. Delivery should be faster. Then, of course, easy to access and friendly payment process. Some websites have slow loading times. I think we have already addressed this. Quick loading time, we have addressed that. Prompt notification when payment is made. Okay. Showing more product at a go. Okay. Payment options should be widened. Okay. In fact, in terms of showing more product at a go, I believe every one of us did the assignment on UX laws. Please, if you did the assignment on UX laws, just type yes in the chat box. You did your assignment on UX laws. If you did your assignment or UX laws, just type yes in the chat box. If you didn't do your assignment on UX laws, type no in the chat box, so that you are going to take that assignment again this week. Okay, excellent. If you actually did your assignment on UX laws, okay, okay. So please, if you didn't do the assignment on UX laws, please do well to uh check back on the document for the last class document. Check the assignment. You see, there's a website there I directed you to. That website contains all the UX laws. So please go back there and study it so you understand how to design your UIs, right? Then let's proceed because of time. Payment options should be widened. Logistic issues and transparency on the sellers. Nothing really, because their delivery period was even faster than the dates given. You can see that this particular platform actually did this guy a good service. Then everything is excellent, of course. Okay, perfect. All right. Having looked at this form in our heads already right now, we already know what the what's it called? The challenges is and what the impact will look like. All right. So now let's proceed to creating the empathy map. From time to time, we'll be coming back to check some things here. So if I go to the Figma now, we have the Figma file here, right? We have the Figma file here. All we just need to do is, like I said earlier, you can decide to do your empathy map right here in your Figma file. You can decide to do it in your FigJam file, but let's explore the FigJam file. So if I click this arrow down and I go to file, and I will see new design file, new FigJam file. Remember, we are still inside the project called Bootcamp project. So I'm going to click on new FigJam file. I hope that my network will enable that to load fast. So what is FigJam? FigJam is actually the playground area and the, of course, collaboration, meeting area and all that. You have annotation materials, you have cards and everything that you can actually use to do some illustrations, some analysis and all that. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. So this is FigJam. This is FigJam. So and oh, this. Let me close everything here. And of course, you can see you can actually start with a template as well. So whichever one you want. Good. Okay. So okay. So you can see that you actually have what is called you can have templates that you can actually use. I get me. You can have templates that you can actually use and to do your analysis and everything. All those things are there for you. All those things are there for you. However, let's just create something simple. Let me choose a square. Let me choose a square. Square. And then let me draw it like so. Don't worry. Like so. Then of course. Maybe we want to make that guy transparent or remove the fill. And then of course a solid stroke. Can you see me? Can you see my screen now? Okay, that stroke doesn't seem to be very thick. So do let's do the black color. Select black. Okay. Okay, great. Okay, great. We have this box, right? So on this box, we want to have our empathy map, right? So if I click on this T means text. If I come here, let me just write empathy map for e-commerce platform user, right? Okay, so that you can understand. You want to create an empathy map for an e-commerce platform user. Okay, then what should you have? You have what the user says, right? Then I can decide to duplicate this by using Control D or Command D, depending on your device. What the user says, what they are things, Control D, don't worry. What the user feels, and then what the user does. Okay, so let's see if I can just get a straight line. Draw a straight line. Okay. Actually do that. Actually do that right now. Okay. Okay. I was trying to see if we can actually just draw a line, but you know what I have right now are connectors, so you can only use them to connect something else. So right now, let's just go. Let's just make do with what we have. What we are going to draw is we're going to draw a box here. What the user says, right? The user says, come up to this point, and then duplicate that. Control D or Command D. What the user thinks, duplicate that. What the user feels, right? Down here, okay, make it larger. Then duplicate this guy. These are you guys are following me. What the user does. Are you getting me now? So yeah, what the user says, what the user thinks, what the user feels, and what the user does. So if we actually, we can decide to leave it like this, and we can decide to also use our what? Our light white color. All you just need to do is click here and change it to what? White. Or just remove the fill and set the color to what? Maybe black, but let me use red. So it can be very visible. Okay. So you can see that. Now let's write. Now everyone has to participate now. From the form we analyzed, we analyzed, what do you think that the user says while using its e-commerce platform? Oh my God. Marianne said that our network is so horrible. She's not able to enjoy the class. Oh my God. What do we do? Oh my God. Marianne, don't worry. you definitely have the recording so that you can always come back to it, okay? You definitely have the recording, all right? Sorry, this network issue is a general thing. All right, let's continue. Okay, yeah, so everyone drop on the comment box. We are currently on this part. What the user says. Now, everyone drop on the comment box. What do you think the user says? Based on the fact that when we checked the overall experience of the form, 96% of them were satisfied. A few of them were not satisfied. Then in terms of navigation, some of them were actually not satisfied with the navigation. Some of them had issues with difficulty searching for the product. So now you guys should write on the comment box. For instance, did you access the platform via mobile app? That one is fine. Where were you satisfied with the overall experience while using the platform? So for somebody who is satisfied with the experience while using the platform, what will that person say? Let me come back to my Figma. Somebody might say, wow, nice. That's one. Okay. Where are my comments? Let me check. Okay, Jimmy, I just saw your message. What's the challenge? You can just type in the comment box, okay? You can just type in the comment box and then let me know your challenge, okay? Seems apparently that the network is all right. I'm waiting for you guys. What do you think the user will say? What do you think the users will say? I'm waiting for your responses. What do you think the user will say?
So are you asking in terms of the response of
Yes, the empathy map.
yeah, what I'm saying is it just on the response of the guys that are generally good, or
The response on your
everybody's response?
to your survey form, right? The response
Yeah,
to
that's
your
what I'm
survey
saying.
form, right?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yes. So yeah, generally everybody's response. Some person said bad, right? So of course we are going to capture that, and some person said good. We're also going to capture what those kind of people will say and what other kind of people. Excellent. All right. So I'm seeing. I don't know if you get.
Yeah, I get you. Like the questions that I actually used was, when you gave us the assignment last week, you mentioned about around 6 or 7 questions or something like that. So I was trying to kind
Okay.
of questions because I actually had 20 questions. So in the bit of me trying to reduce, I had to remove some that may have been more specific than general. So I left the general ones.
Yeah.
Because when I had 6 questions and I already had 20, I was like, no, let me reduce.
Okay. No. No. I think next time, just put the specific ones and leave the general ones. The general ones, you can easily find them anywhere. Even with secondary research, you can find the general question. But those specific questions will enable you to actually carry out your analysis very, very well. And the reason why I said 6 questions is, that human beings are impatient generally. When you give somebody a form with 20 questions, they keep scrolling and filling, and at the point they're like, this is too, they want to use their time for what they feel is okay to them. So most of the time you try not to make people feel like you are trying to waste their time and that kind of thing. So most of the time people's attention span to things is very short. So if you give them very straightforward and you tell them in 3 minutes you are done with this form, they will be more encouraged to fill the form.
Point noted. Right, noted. Thank you.
Okay. So yeah, Yvonne said loved it. Loved it. So let's duplicate this guy. Another person said maybe loved it. Loved it. Okay. Then oh Jimmy. Oh, so sorry about that. There's no light and you came to an eatery. The eatery is noisy. Oh my goodness. Network is unstable as well. Oh, please. That's why I would encourage every one of you to still come back to, once this video is posted on the YouTube, please come back to it and so that you understand it very, very well. Okay, Diane said somebody will say I enjoyed it. Okay. Okay. I would have said it was you. What will you say? You know, we enjoyed it. Then, of course, Patrick is trying to capture the other people that had small issues by saying was okay, Sha. Was okay, Sha. That Sha, you know, in Nigerian context, that Sha actually means that the user enjoyed it a bit, but didn't really enjoy it. Now let's move to, of course, we are doing the outer side, right? So what would they do? If you are the one, what will you do? Let's go. The comment box. Remember, we are creating this all together. So what will they do? Let me come from the perspective of an angry user. Log out. Okay. Sigh in frustration, right? Sigh in frustration. Okay. Okay. More. Let's have more. Let's have more. Okay, give a bad review. Example of the bad review, Jimmy. Okay, don't get to the end. Okay, let's try to capture it in form of actions, in form of verbs. So when they don't get to the end, even that means they log out, right? Frustrate. Okay. Yeah, frustrating my Diane. Okay. Diane is saying that the user might just give a smiley. Let me put the smiley for you there. My keyboard can actually type smiley, but I don't know if Sigma wants. Yeah, it took it. He accepted the smiley. Okay. In case you are on your I don't know if your PC will be able to type what's it called? That smiley, right? But my PC can type smiley. Just doing Control D now to duplicate them. So right now, we need to, I want to put this here. Okay. Like this. Okay, then not proceed with the transaction. Okay, let's put that. So we're trying to beat our time now, not proceed with what? Transaction. This can be a challenge at the point of payment. Then bad experience. Abibat, okay, can you really break down that bad experience into a specific, everything we are bad experience is like a general representation of it. Okay. While we wait for others to also say drop their own suggestion, then let's move to what the user thinks. Remember, we said you're going to know what the user thinks from what the user says or does. So, what would the user think? Let's go. What would the user think? Okay. Patrick is just attacking them from the negative side. I will just try another platform. Okay. Then another person will say the platform, let's be more specific, this platform is not well built. This will obviously come from a developer because it's only a developer that will see the website that is fine. I will tell you that they didn't build it well. It's just fine. Okay, Abiba disappointed. Okay, that's for doors. 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 No, disappointment is a feeling, right? Feel disappointed, Abi. Does in terms of action. When somebody is disappointed, what is the action they will take? So that's what we're trying to insert in that does. Disappointment should come in feels here. Coming, disappointed. But then, yeah, we still have some more we have not included. Uninstall the app. Okay, uninstalling the app, Jimmy, will not be in things. Uninstalling the app, which is an action now, we come to what? Does. Do you get? Uninstall the app. I don't know if people are getting the way I'm trying to analyze it now. The does are the actions. The says are the words. The things are the thoughts. Then the feels are the feelings. You might think the website is just a waste of time. Okay, yeah, that's thinking. So in terms of thinking, how will the thinking be represented in his mind? I just say, this is a waste of time. This is a waste of time. Abibat, yeah, send another one. This is a waste of time. Of time. Okay. Then you guys can see how the what's it called now? Your analysis is helping you to understand your users now. These guys are not serious. The payment process is not going through. Okay. Patrick, that's too harsh though, but I mean there's no space for me to write that right now. I don't know. Let me create a space. But you're just being realistic anyways. Let me select all of them. Select all of them. Select all of them. Oh, Marianne is really having network issues. Because I just saw Marianne just left the call. Okay. So that we can include Patrick's said these guys Okay, time, for the sake of time. These guys are not serious. The payment, the payment process is not going. Hope you know that these things, hope you know that users actually, okay. Hope you know that users actually say these things. Users actually say these things. You hope you know that these things we are typing is exactly what users actually say. You know, just reducing the size of that guy, right? Okay. Then in terms of okay, the website is frustrating. I think the website is frustrating. Okay, can also come under thinking, and it can also come under saying. So let's put it under saying. This website, this website is frustrating. All right, under what the users feel. Okay, yeah, Patrick, I can imagine you're actually talking from experience. Okay, let's fill this box now. What does the user feel? 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 Okay, I just moved that file inside our workspace so that all of you will have access to it now. Okay. What does the user feel? Okay, excellent, excellent. Yeah. I have written plenty. It's like this feeling. People used to feel plenty. Okay, let's go. The user is gonna feel what? Feel sad. Feel what? Feel impatient. Feel what? Feel angry. Feel what? Tiring. Tiring. Feel what? People, all of you are just even giving us the negative side. Feel frustrated, 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 and feel what? Feel satisfied. Feel satisfied. All right. So now, having done what we just did, everyone take a look at this. Now we just created a what? We just created an empathy map for an e-commerce what platform. Can you see that? So do you see that the process, do you understand the process now? Do you understand the process now? Do you think you can actually analyze your own survey form and create an empathy map? If you can, let me see a yes in the comment box. I'm also doing my own research. If you think that you are able to analyze your own survey form and create an empathy map, let's see. Okay, great. Okay, great. I'm waiting for others. I want to be sure. If you think you are able to do this now, let's see. I'm waiting for other responses. Okay, so that we can move into the next part of the training. Now we have been able to understand how to create an empathy map from a survey form. Okay, from a survey form, I've been able to create an empathy map. Now, hope you all remember that I created a FigJam file. In this FigJam file, it gives you the access to do a lot of things like doing this kind of analysis and all that, right? So what I did was that when I was inside our e-commerce file, then I clicked on this F icon here, main menu, and then of course I went to file and I created a new FigJam file. Are you getting me now? But what happened was that FigJam file was not, it was showing in our draft and it was not included in our project. So I had to proceed to home, and then I proceed to home. It was initially in draft. So what I did was that I went inside of that draft. You will not find it in draft anymore because I have removed it from draft. Okay. So I went into draft. What I did was that, take for instance, if this was the file, I clicked on it and then I right clicked. When I right clicked, I went towards move file. So when you click on move file, it will show you your folders, right? So you can see our Maxify UI team here. So I clicked on Bootcamp project and I clicked on what? Move. So that was how I moved it inside of that folder. So you guys will be able to access it now, right? So if you check Bootcamp project now, you will see that we have, of course, it is still untitled. So what do we do now? We should title it to what? We should title it to, of course, I right click here and then rename. So rename it from untitled to what? Our e-commerce, what is it called now? Our e-commerce UX, okay, empathy map. Empathy map. Thank you. Thank you, Yvonne. E-commerce empathy map. Or we should just even use empathy map. Let's just use empathy map and user personas, because we are going to do user personas now. Okay, so enter, and we have that. So if you check your Figma, you're able to access it now. Type yes in the comment box. If you have checked your Figma, you're able to access the empathy map. Just type yes in the comment box. Let's proceed to create a user persona from the empathy map we have created. If you check your Figma and you are able to access the file now, then just tell me a yes. Okay, I can see Patrick has arrived here already. Just tell me a yes in the comment box. Okay. Okay, I can see Patrick moving up and down inside the file. Yeah. Okay. Because the next thing we want to do is we want to create a user persona. All right. I'm waiting for other people to say a yes so that I can proceed with the class. Okay. Okay. Jimmy, you just need to go into that. When you open your Figma, you're going to see the Maxify UI team folder. When you double click on that folder, you're going to see that the files are now two files. One is the e-commerce website, the other one is the empathy map. When you double click on the empathy map, it's going to open up this FigJam we created. So try. Okay. So now, okay. In that case, we should actually proceed. I really believe all of you will have access to it. Okay, excellent. Jimmy has also done it. Okay, so talking about user personas, let me just take our mind back to um the user persona we had. So of course, you know that you can actually also create your empathy map in your what's it called now, in your Figma file too. Okay, so anyhow you want to go about it, just feel free. If you take a look at this user persona now, you can see that is a description of somebody in terms of the person's personal information, right? The person's bio, the person's wants and needs, and then the person's frustrations. And then if you look at this one too, you can see we have a name, age, occupation, of course, background, and the person's goals. Of course, there's also pain points. So let's jump into that and see. Let's create let's create just one let's create just one user. And of course, you can feel free to use any of the assets here. You can see these are sticky notes. These are sticky notes, you understand? So you can use your sticky notes to do anything. You can even use your sticky notes to create your, what's it called? Your empathy map. And you see, you can use your sticky notes to create your empathy map. Please, can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? Okay. See how I'm using my sticky notes now, right? To create, I can also use this sticky note to create empathy map. So FigJam allows you to do anything. You can change color. For those of you that like pinky pink, maybe if you like, just be creative with your own empathy map, okay? And you can see some nice, and of course you can see the reason why FigJam is good is look at it's writing my name underneath it that I'm the one that created this um sticky notes. You can see. So this is just like taking you through how to create it. You can be very creative with yours. You can decide to use sticky notes to create yours so that it can be very fine and see how it looks, right? Can see how it looks. Can use anything you want to use, of course. Anything you want to use. Somebody is anonymous. Who is anonymous? Windy, I can see you too. Windy. Well done, everyone. Okay, so you can do that. So right now, let's proceed from here to create a user persona right now, okay? So of course, you can also create a user persona here. Are you getting me? You can create a user persona here. Maybe what we just need to do is you can use any picture. Let me create, like I created earlier, let me create a square shape. Let me create a square shape. And I draw it. I draw this square shape like so. And maybe I draw it, I pull it up, pull it this way, right? Just making your work as neatly arranged as possible. You get? So all I just want to do, I want to change the color. Maybe set the color to black, right? This guy, set this guy to black. and then set the fill to no fill so that that black can only be on the outline. Can you see that now? So we have that guy right now. Okay. So what we need is, first of all, a user persona is a representation of your ideal user. A user persona is the representation of your ideal user. Okay. So let's say we have box here. Let me look for a picture. I don't know if I have any picture now. Or let's just copy a picture from the web. Maybe I just say maybe I just say a female a female face. A female face. So images of female faces. Of course, yours should be more, more realistic. I'm trying to get a face. So that is loading. Currently, the network is less than better, less than good. Can be. Okay, my internet connection is unstable. So guys, can you hear me? Could it be that my internet has checked out? Please, can you hear me? Please confirm if you can hear me, please. Okay. That means it's my network that just shook a bit. Let me just quickly get that image. Okay, yeah. The image has not loaded clearly, but just for the sake of the classroom, let's just take the image where it is. So I just right click and copy the image. On yours, you can just download. You can save the image as. But even if you copy it, you can always you can still be able to paste it. The image I copied is not very clear, so but I'll just do Control V. You see, I pasted it. I just pasted the image right now. Just pasted the image right now, and then you can see the options that you can crop the image, of course, and you can replace the image with another image of your choice. All right. So we really don't want to crop this image, and then alt text is for description. All right. Alt text is for description. Maybe the description of that image is maybe let's use Abibat Akintayo. Abibat Akintayo. Maybe you want to create your own persona now. That's the alt text of that image. And then we might want to, let me see if I can reduce that image. Okay. And I want to drop it right inside of here. And in fact, well, we can use it this way. Okay. So first of all, we have the image of the user that we're trying to be one of our ideal users. One of our ideal users. So let's pick a T for text and right on top of here, let's write with size 18, and let's write that user persona for an e-commerce, right? UI e-commerce platform design. Can you see that now? So let me increase it a bit more to 24 so that it can be bigger, that it's easy to see that this is the user persona. Now, for this guy, for this lady, maybe her name is what? So name is what? Abibat Akintayo, right? Then of course your Control D can duplicate for you so that you don't have to start clicking the T. Maybe the name, right, is Abibat. So maybe we want to have maybe location. So of course your ideal user can be from anywhere, right? Since your e-commerce platform is basically providing software developers, designers, data analysts as a product for you. All right. So of course the Abibat location might just capture an ideal user from maybe the United States of America. Of course, can employ anybody from anywhere. Uh, then what else? Of course, sex is female, right? Then what do they call this thing now? Is it title now or something or job or something? The job, maybe founder at Easy Kitchen restaurant. I don't know if you guys are actually getting this concept, right? So we have this, and then let's change this back to 18 so that it can be a bit small but bold, right? And of course reduce the can you see Abibat? Abibat has a name, location, sex, and her job is that she's a founder of Easy Kitchen Restaurant. Now, this is an example of one of your customer. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm just confirming so that I would know when at what point maybe the network glitch to be. Okay, so you can see that Abibat is one of your customers, and then the e-commerce we are building is the platform where people can come or an individual can come and say, okay, I need a front-end developer, I need a UI designer, I need a data analyst, I need a graphic designer that will form a small team to build a mobile app for my Easy Kitchen restaurant, right? So what she does is that she will come to the platform and she would, when she comes to the platform, she just sees maybe she searches, she just maybe see the category front end developers, graphic designers, data analysts, and then maybe when she clicked on UI, the category of UI UX designer, she now see Yvonne, Jimmy, Patrick, Raphael, everybody, Abibat, Marianne, Diane. She now sees everybody on those platforms, and then she's seeing, okay, this person has 5-star rating, this other person has 4.5, this other person, and then she clicks on the face of that person, and then sees the reviews from other people that have worked with that person, and then she's like, okay, add to cart. So maybe she now adds Patrick to cart now. Patrick goes to the cart. She now goes to the what's it called? She goes to the front-end engineers category. She selects, okay, add to cart. If she also needs maybe 2 UI UX designers, she can select 2, push to cart. And then at the end of the day, she sees the total worth of these people and how much she's going to be paying the web for these people, because the website is the person that will be paying these tech talents. Do you understand? So if she's able to pay for them, she pays. And then the websites or let me use the website now because I'm trying to say maybe the administration of the website will hold this fund, right? And probably maybe pay an upfront to these guys, right? Of course, these guys will have created an account already. Maybe pay upfront to these guys, right? And then when Abibat now returns back to confirm that they are done with the work that she gave them, then the administrator pays the remaining part of the payment, and then that deal is what? Closed. And that will be happening like every other day. So there might be some rules and regulations that, okay, if you are currently on payment or on a job as recorded or tracked by the system, then you might not be showing on searches again, except if you decide that you want to be showing on search, then of course they will still be showing. That is for people that can do multiple jobs at the same time. I don't know if you guys get the concept of what I'm saying now, right? So for this ideal user now is Abibat. The next thing we are going to write is what is our goal? Let's use should we use a, can I just go black and white? What is our goal? Square is okay. Okay, so of course, as we always do, let's remove the field so that we just have this guy like this, and then him like this, right? So, of course, you can decide to change your line to broken lines, whichever way, and then we want it to be like so. You see that? Okay. So you have something like this. This person is Abibat Akintayo. What is our goal? Or first of all, what is our background? What is our background or our bio? Say bio, bold, 24, right? Bio. Yes, I'm creating it on FigJam. I'm creating it on FigJam. Even I'm creating it on FigJam. Okay. All right. So that's a bio. So what could be a bio now? A bio could actually be something like a BBAT is, sorry, let me use a lighter text. Shouldn't be bold since it's the content, and should be like maybe 20 smaller. Okay. So Abibat is an entrepreneur in the United States, in the USA, right? She owns one of the fastest growing kitchen, right? Or restaurants in town. She owns one of the fastest growing restaurants in town. She's also a university lecturer. And you see somebody's bio now. She's also a university lecturer. Let's say that's our bio, right? So what is our goal? Let's just duplicate this guy. Don't like doing things from her. Let's just duplicate this guy. Now the next thing is, what is our, remember I said everything you are doing here, you can also do it in what? In Figma, in a Figma file. But of course, FigJam was created for all this. FigJam was actually created for all this so that your analysis section is not affecting your design section. In your Figma, you have your design system, your low fidelity and your high fidelity. So all your analysis section can be done here. your group meetings, your group discussions can be done here. So when you guys actually come in groups and you started doing your project, you can be using FigJam for your interactions. Now, what is the next thing? This is a bio. What is a pain point? Who can tell me who can remind me what a pain point is? Who can remind me what a pain point is? Did I call somebody? Time. For the sake of time, should I call somebody? Okay, we still have a long way we are going. We need to also cover user flow. Okay, a pain point. A pain point. Okay, that's example of a pain point. But what exactly is a pain point? Diana, can you tell us what a pain point actually is? Pain points in UI UX. What is pain points? Okay, where the user major challenge is. Excellent. Diane, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, can you tell us what a pain point is?
Okay, a pain point is what the user's challenges are. Like maybe you try paying and it's giving you difficulties, or maybe you're being debited and it's showing you have not paid for the services.
Okay, excellent. All right, well done. So right now in this our context, we are actually trying to build an e-commerce platform whose commodities will be what? Tech talents. We are building an e-commerce, a specific problem a user faces while using your product. Excellent. Okay, that's pain point, right? Okay, so right now in this case, we are actually trying to build a system that will gather tech talents for people to come and let me not use the word hire them, right? So Abibat's pain points might be that um we remove both the 20. She has she has she has been running her restaurant manually. She has tried to hire a developer to create a mobile app to enable her offer a wider service to our client, but the developer ran away with money. Now, our own reason why she's going to be using our platform is she's sure that the platform will hold the money for her until the developers deliver the job before they pay them. Else, they will refund the money back to her. Are you seeing our own particular reason why she's going to come to use the e-commerce platform we want to build, right? So she has been running a restaurant manually. She has tried to hire a developer to create a mobile app to enable her offer a wider service to her clients, but this developer ran away with her money. She needs, okay, developer, that's her pain point. She feels sad about that. That's where she felt so sad, right? She felt so sad at that point. I don't know if we are getting this process, this thinking process. You see, we're actually doing it together so that you can understand that it's not actually rocket science. Can you see that it's actually just your ability to put yourself in the shoes of the users, right? So now we're going to so now that you know our pain point, what is our goal? What's our goal? Let's go. Our goal is what? Let's duplicate this guy. A goal or a need, right? A goal or a need. A goal, right? A goal is she's looking. Let's make sure that we put goal or need here so that it's well understood. She is looking for a platform where she can hire tech talents who are accountable and will deliver the job without running away with money. What do you guys think? Do you think we are actually building a perfect solution for an example like Abibat? Let me hear from you. With this user persona, do you think we're actually building a perfect solution for Abibat? Anybody? Please, you guys should feel free. It's just an interactive. We're trying to just learn together, right? So do you think with this this persona, which is an example of who one of our users will be, do you think this system we're trying to build is actually worth it? Want me to call somebody? Okay, everyone said yes. Then Raphael, do you think for somebody like Abibat who has experienced the challenge of somebody running away with her money, are you getting me now? Do you think if she wants to make a search on Google, she's going to search? Do you think she's going to search for a platform that enables her to achieve a goal, like being like giving her this accountable tech talent that will not run with her money? Do you think that is the kind of platform she's going to go for, Raphael? Biam, Raphael, are you there? Okay, Raphael seems not to be there. Okay, so however, trust me, this is a very, very straightforward persona, very straightforward persona that takes you into an example of who your target audience is. So with this, why the UI UX designer is a very important person in every company is that just with this persona that you have created, the marketers can know who they are looking for. The marketers can know who they are looking for. You know, in marketing, they also create persona. The persona they create helps them to know, because everybody cannot be your audience. If your product is if your product is for everybody, then you are going to crash in a very short time. You should have a specific audience for your product. This product is actually reaching out to this particular person. Now you see that we are switching this guy now to begin to align to the what to the system we want to build. Are you getting me now? However, you might want to build a persona that focuses on this guy. Another persona that focuses on what? This guy. This particular empathy map. For instance, maybe this whole system was existing already, the system we are building was existing already, but somebody was experiencing challenge with payment and all that, right? Maybe another company elsewhere built this system, then one user is experiencing challenge with it. So we want to build another system that does the same thing, but in a better way. You can also create a personnel for that. All you just need to do is the pain point now will change. The pain point might now be the person has been having issues with payment. The person has been having issues with payment method and all that. Do you get now? So with that, the goal is the person is looking for a platform that will give him or her a better payment experience. Are you getting that now? So with that, you see that your persona is actually capturing your ideal user of your platform. Are we getting that now? So if you understand how to create a persona, can you just type yes in the comment box? If you understand that, can you type yes in the comment box? And if you have a question, please ask. But if you don't understand, type no. If you understand, type yes. Okay, I'm waiting for others. I'm waiting for others. I need to get a response from everyone. Charity, welcome.
Thank you. After so many trials.
I can imagine your pain points, right? Really sad. Really sad. Like yesterday, we couldn't actually even use Zoom at all. So bad.
This will have Starlink. Jimmy, are you sure I'll come and meet
Starlink.
you? Do you have Starlink?
I think Yvonne should have Starlink. Because Yvonne never experienced this network problem. Because the moment I logged in today, the first person I saw was Yvonne. And I'm like, ooh, after all my network problems. So Yvonne has Starlink, I'm sure of that. Okay. Okay, so well understood. Diane said she can actually also try. I expect that you will not, this week, your hands will be on practicals and we should be seeing questions on the group. This is where I am. This is what I'm experiencing. How can I do this? How can I do that? Screenshot your problem and send it, because if you don't practice this, you just dream that you can actually do. So I want you guys to also, that's why you're on this file. You need to also practice how to do that, okay? Okay, so I think with that, we have been able to create a user persona. The next part of our class was supposed to go into is creating a user flow, But at this point, I don't know. Charity, do we have any redo or anything? So we just take a little bit of time out, maybe like 5 minutes.
Yeah, okay. I think we can take a break for like 5 minutes and then please don't go off so you don't struggle to come on board again.
All right.
You can just have a stretch. Like, if you want to take water, if you want
let's
to do
all have
any
a
other
stretch.
thing.
All right. So let's have a stretch just for 5 minutes, and at exactly 12:30, we'll continue with this next the next part of the class. All right, guys, welcome back to class. We still have a few more minutes to go, and let's see how much we can cover. We should be able to cover user flows and see if we can do wireframes in subsequent times. Maybe we do it. Maybe we do a short video sent to you guys on how to create wireframe so that you can just watch it and then be able to come up with something before the next class, okay? Because the next class is actually going to be practical, real life, real world web UI design practicals, all right? So let me share my screen again so we proceed from where we stopped. Okay, can you all see my screen now?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Okay. So far we've been able to create empathy maps and all that. Right now we can now begin to think about the e-commerce app, in our head. Now there are two major things we need to talk about. The first one is called your, let me increase this to like 100, let it be very large. The first one is called your user journey, all right? And then the other one is called your user flow. Oh my, Jimmy, it's fine. Okay. User flow, all right? So these are two, they are alike in terms of creating them, but they have a difference. User journey, user flow. User flow has to do with every step the user takes in navigating and achieving their purpose on your platform or your app. All right. So from when they launch the app, all right, to registering and everything. But user journey begins from their pain points. That's outside the application. User journey, the journey is just like a journey from sadness to joy. So the sadness actually starts from when they encountered another application that was not giving them what they needed. And then the process they go through till they finally discovered your platform. All right. So that's the journey. And then what happens all through the process while they were in your platform until when they were done interacting with your platform and how they felt after. So that's the whole journey. But then the flow is reduced to from when they pick up your app to when they are done using your app. So this time around, we're going to be looking at the how to create a user flow. All right. So um, what will happen is that you guys are actually going to create, I will show you how to create a user flow. And then one of your assignments will actually be to create the user flow for this e-commerce platform, considering all the features that we have talked about. Are you getting me? And then, of course, I will talk to Uncle Teso. That's the boss, the founder of the. Okay, like I just mentioned his name and he's on the call now, right? So I will talk to him. We're going to be giving a gift to the person whose user flow really works, the person who gets the perfect user flow for this system that we want to build. All right. So I'm going to show you all how to create that user flow, and your assignment will be to create a comprehensive user flow for that system. And the person with the best user flow will be getting a prize, a gift from Maxify. All right. So I believe everyone loves gifts. Okay. So even me, if you ask me to join this competition now or this challenge now, I'll gladly stop being the instructor and join because I also like gifts. Do you get? All right. So let's look at how to actually create a user flow. All right. So in your user flow, you have quite a lot of features, and those features actually mean a lot. If you've heard something like flow charts before, it's not so much different. Now, in the process of one using an app, there are points where you carry out input and output operations, such as I enter my, what's it called? I enter my username, I enter my first name, I enter my password, I click on a button, or I enter something and it gives me a response. Those are input and output operations. And there are also points where you have decision operations. Let me, so that some of us actually learn by seeing. Do you understand? So let me write that here. Let me change the color so you understand. Let me just use red, okay? So of course you have the IOs, right? You have the IOs, which is your what? Which is your input and output operations, right? Such as you entering your password, entering your first name, entering your last name, right? Entering your username, entering some information. And then you also have like some decision operations, right? Where you are you are at the point where you take a decision. You launch your app and it asks you to either log in or sign up. That's the point of decision. Either log in or sign up. I get me. At what point do you log in? You log in when you already have an account, when you have created an account before, right? You sign up when you are a first time user and you've not created an account before. That's a decision. So it's either yes or no. Do you have an account? Yes. Else, you do what? You register. Do you get? Those are operations. Are you getting me? Those are the basic things you need to know about that. Also, I use colors. For me, I use colors to actually represent uh, importance. I use colors to also represent importance and to represent nodes. Nodes. When you talk about nodes, you're talking about the points, such as my my end nodes. My end node is just like the final point where the process, the flow has ended, where the flow has ended. For instance, if you're building an e-commerce, the point where the person checks out, where the person makes payment and checks out, right? That node has ended at that point. So I use colors to represent my end nodes. I use colors also whenever I'm building for maybe a live application. I also use colors to represent my MVPs. What is an MVP? Your minimum, I think I explained this, right? Minimum viable product, right? So I use colors to also represent my MVPs, right? When I'm building the user flow, I'm pointing out to those very important flows that must be built and that must be included in the proof of concept in the first release of the product. So you are saying that, okay, if the product is a very large product and it's an e-commerce product, maybe at the beginning we know that we want to include what's it called? We know that we want to include personalization, and we are saying, okay, because of our limitations of time and developers right now, let's leave that personalization feature till the what? Till the version 2 or version 1.1 of our production, right? So now all those ones that must come out in the first release, in the first version, are what you call your minimum viable product. They must be released and they actually all together form a product on their own. Like when you release them, users will not have issues to say this part is missing, this part is missing. Then other aspects are actually additions to the original product, basic product. Are you getting me now? So that's what they call the minimum viable product. The minimum level of development that you can actually call a product. Are you getting me? That's what the minimum viable product is. So I actually use that colors to represent them and colors to represent my end. So now let's take a look at a very simple user flow. A very simple user flow. First things first, a user will start with your application, right? So maybe I use a rounded rectangle. Right. Let me just change, remember we changed our stroke type to dashed strokes. Let's change it back to solid strokes. Right. So we're gonna have now before I start, see what I'm going to do. I want to analyze let me delete this. I want to analyze my whole process. I want to analyze my whole process. Now, this is my process. I'm saying this color, green, and I name it and I give it 24 font size. This will be used for, this green will be used for my MVP, right? Good. Then next, just follow me. Next, maybe orange. Orange will be used for my non-MVP. Are you getting me? Then next, maybe black. Maybe I want to use black for my end nodes. Now, this is just my own way of doing it to make sure that it's understood by everybody, right? Then, of course, triangle. Let me delete this guy. This triangle will be polygon. All right. So this polygon, I will use this polygon, of course, and in most flows, polygon is used for what? Decision. Are you getting me? Decision. Are you getting me now? Aha. So with this now, okay, with this we can have a basic flow, right? A basic flow. So of course, every system begins from a start point. So maybe I use a rounded rectangle. I'm beginning to create a flow now. This is my start point, and of course, my start point should be what? Green, because it is also an MVP, right? Okay, so click on it. Maybe I want to reduce it and maybe just do a little bit of the normal design, whatever on it, right? And then I'm going to write what's inside of it. Start. Every flow must have a start point and it must have what? An end point. Okay, there's a question. Can we use any shape? Yes, you can actually use any shape that you like. You can actually use any shape, but please just make sure that you create something like a key to enable somebody understand. If you're creating a flow chart, usually flow charts have restricted shapes, right? Shapes for decision, and that's what, like, this is for decision. You have your connectors, you have your input output, you understand? Like that, you have your start, you have your end. So in flow chart, what I'm actually using is the pattern for flow chart, but for you, you can actually use any shape, but just follow the one I'm doing. For your start, just make sure that your start is rounded rectangles, your decisions are polygons, and then you can have input output as rectangular boxes, all right? Okay, so let's go. So of course, when I start, right, the next thing is, now you need your wires. My connectors, it's called connectors. So I click on my connector now. Now, from my start, when I launch your app, what's the first thing that will happen? This is an example, this so that you can use it to create your e-commerce platform. When I launch the app, the first thing it will tell me is, of course, thank you, Charity. So Charity is going to take this on the chat box, please. You can, all right. So when I start your app, the first thing it will tell me is login. It either shows me the login page or the sign up page, and that is a decision point. Are you getting me now? So of course, we know that the next point after starting is going to be your decision. All right, your decision. And then of course we said that our decision is also an MVP. This is also an MVP, right? Okay, so we use our connector. Click here, and then you come from this dot here, drag it to this dot. You can see how I've connected it from that dot to that dot. Are you getting me now? Okay, so Okay, right? So we have this. Now, inside of this decision, when I start, inside of this decision, I'll ask, what question am I going to ask? I have an account, right? I have an account. Now, this guy is going to lead me to two places, right? First one is register. The other one is login. Are you getting me? And that is a yes or no equation. So I can move anywhere around here. All right. So let me just use any shape to just make you guys feel more comfortable with that. Remember, I told you that we can always even just duplicate this guy by doing Control D. So let me just drag this guy here. All right. All right. Okay. So have an account is a question. Have an account is a question. And I will use my connector to say, okay, you either move here. Are you getting me? And here should not be start again. Here should be register. Or in some cases, they will say sign up. Are you getting me? Sign up. And then here, what I will do in my own case is I just put a text in this place. Let me reduce the size of that text to 20. And then this is if no, right? No. When it is no, that is you don't actually have an account. Can you see that? It's no, no, no will go here. Are you seeing that? Then yes. To what? To login. Now, this now will be if this condition is returning what? Yes. Okay. So what if we actually try to maybe set some color for this decision to make us identify it as a decision very well, maybe purple, right? So I come here to set my decision to purple, right? Okay. And then these other guys can be, of course, they are MVPs. So they are MVPs. So let's leave them at that, right? So look at my procedure. Look at how I'm thinking about this now. When somebody launches my app, it opens the splash screen, of course, at the start, or if it's a website, it opens your login or sign up page. Are you getting me now? So it says, okay, do you have an account? No. That means it takes you to register or sign up screen. If you have an account, yes, it takes you to login screen. Now, if somebody logs in, what happens? From logging in, it takes that person to the what? It takes that person to the what? To the home page, right? So let me say D. For our authentication screens, I'm thinking we should just give them a different color. All right. So that the main screens, the major screens can be, what color have we used here? Okay. The main screens can be, let's use this and use this. Of course, authentication will always be on MVP. So start screen is on MVP, authentication down to login. Then when you log in, it takes you to what you call your home page. Home page, right? This is your home page. And what you also do, you connect this guy using your connector, goes here. Are you getting me? Now, how do we proceed from this guy? When this guy eventually registers or sign up, in some systems, after you sign up, it takes you back to login for you to log in, then proceed to the home page. However, in some systems, it takes you from signing up directly to the home page. It just depends on how you want your own system to work. And this is what the developers and the front-end engineers will be looking at to build the system. Are you getting me now? So from register, you might want to say, okay, from here, proceed to home page. Can you see my connector now? Proceed to home page. If you are able to register, proceed to home page. Now, excellent. You have achieved your, what's it called now? You have achieved your user registration module. So your user registration module is very simple. When user starts with your app, you ask the person, do you have an account? You don't have an account, you register. If you have an account, you log in. From there, it takes you to the what? To the home page. Now, on the home page, what do you find on the home page? For instance, on the home page, you might have your navigations, right? You might have your navigations. And you probably maybe have, let me put them here. Let me put them on a, you probably maybe have maybe 4 navigations. This is telling you how the app is going, right? You might have maybe 4 navigations, right? And these navigations might be, uh, what do you call? Categories. Are you following me? I'm just giving you an example. Categories. What else? Might have uh, about. You might have cart. If it's an e-commerce, you might have a profile. Are you getting me? These are 4 different pages that you are navigating to from the home page. So you use your connector to say, okay, from the home page, from this home page, I can go to categories. From this home page, I can go to about. From this home, you can see it's looking like a tree structure. I can go to cart. From this home page, I can go to profile. Are you seeing how that flow is coming out now? So somebody can come to read this flow and understand what your system is doing and how your system is functioning. Now, under your categories can now have maybe, let's say, okay, if for instance, let me add one section, one page that is going to be a non-MVP. Maybe non-MVP, like let me think of something. Like let's say MVP. You can also proceed to it from your home page by drawing, of course, drawing the line, the connector to it. But then the color, based on our analysis here, that our non-MVP should be that color, change that color to that, so that somebody is able to see that, okay, this is a what? This is a non-MVP. I can build and leave this one out for now. All right, okay. Okay, let's proceed. Okay. All right. So in your categories page, right, you might want to have what? You might want to have, maybe if you say you want to have some end notes. End notes might not actually come here, but just to show you how end notes have. Okay. So in your categories, you might want to have, of course, remember the system I told you about, maybe front end engineers. Can you see that? These are the categories, maybe front-end engineer. Maybe you have what's it called? Product designer. All right. So product designer. Data. You might also need a data analyst in your team. Back-end engineer. You might even want to even have a what? Graphics designer. Now, this looks like all the categories that you might be having. And of course, you might want to have another one. You can see the whole system is coming out now. You might want to have maybe a database administrator, right? Right. So from this point, all these points are going to display. All these points are going to display these products. Of course, the products are tech talents. So it's going to display product, and that display, the product display will lead you to what? Maybe checking out, add to cart and checkout. Are you getting me now? So all these guys, if we say maybe probably they are leading from categories, right? So we use our connector. I'm doing it this way so that you can also be thinking alongside with me, all right? So that you can be thinking it with me. So I'm not doing it in a way that you'll be wondering what I'm doing. You can see we are linking that from categories. Categories will show you all this. You can proceed to all these points from your categories page. Usually, it is also nice to use a different color to differentiate these guys, right? So if I hold shift and I select all of them, we can actually decide to put them on a different color. It's not a problem, all right? It's not a problem, okay? Yeah, you have something like this. Now you see that your categories is leading to back end, front end, this, that, graphic design. And at this point, I may want to join all of them again at the top because all of them are going to be doing one thing. Don't worry, your front end engineer will actually understand this, and it will also help you to also understand. All of them, when I click on any of them, it will display, it will show products. So all of them definitely will lead me to showing products. So let me duplicate this guy and bring this guy here. And then this guy might now be what they call show should we use talent in this case? No. Show products. The products are talents, right? Show products. Then all of them now are going to lead you to all of them now are going to lead you to this guy. It's just the thinking procedure. Can you see? Now, what you are doing now is that you are compressing all their processes into one because all of them are actually doing the same thing, but they are just showing products based on category. Now, after showing products will lead us to what? Showing products will lead us to what? Select, choose products. Now, of course, the screen that would show you products will also allow you to do what? Choose products. Are you getting me now? So what happens there is adding to cart. Add product to cart. Are you getting me? And this add product to cart is going to be the cart screen. The cart screen, right? So from here, they can actually push a product to cart, and then the cart screen will show. The cart screen can be navigated to from this place. So we use our connector to connect it. Please, I don't know if you guys are actually understanding what I'm doing here. Please, if you have a question, please just do well to drop it. Charity is there with you. Charity is responding to all your messages while I continue. So that since we have a short, okay, it's already one, right? So with that, you can see how we are progressing with the whole navigation of the app. The same way from these ad products to card screens, from this ad product to card screens, it leads you to where? It leads you to where? Checkout, payments, right? So from checkout, let's say we want to now come this way now. This guy leads you to here, right? Which is what? Checkout to payment, right? Checkout to payment. So this one takes you to payment screen. This one takes you to payment screen, right? And then, of course, what? Make payment. So this under this make payment, at this point, at this level of abstraction, this make payment now is an end node. This make payment now is an end node. Can you see? This make payment now is an end node. Is an end node. But on this end node, you can have some sub processes. Sub processes like add card, add new card. You understand? Add new card, select card. Maybe if you gives you an opportunity to add more than one card, you can select the particular card you want to use for payment and all those other things. So basically, what your user flow is doing is your user flow is showing you around. It's showing you around. It's showing you around from here to here, and it guides you as you are designing. After designing this is the next thing I'm designing. After designing this is the next thing I'm designing. All right. So please, for these other screens, of course, about can just be, in fact, most of the time, about page is just an end node. It just contains information about the system. Are you getting me? Then we said discount games is a non-MVP, right? And then of course your profile page should lead you to do some things like maybe update your email, update your location, update your whatever you want to update. It can be done from your profile page, all right? So, and your cart, okay, cart. Oh, did you put cart here? Let's see. Okay. Yes. Okay, cart can also be here. That is, this other guy is also proceeding from this same card screen that is showing here is the same card screen that will also show here. But this one can be navigated from the home page. Are you guys getting me now? So please, if you really understand what we have been doing and how to, please just type yes in the comment box. If you understand this user flow now, just type yes. Let me know if I'm explaining something more. If you understand, type yes. Yes. I'm waiting. If you have a question, just say question. If you understand, say yes. Waiting for you guys because our time is out. Okay, Patrick, you understand? Okay. Waiting for others. Oh, okay. Abibat, Diane, let's get your feedback so that we can also wrap up the class for today. Please, we really understand that we had a lot of network challenges on you guys, or from you guys' end and from our end as well. So, and that is why I will encourage every one of you to go back to the YouTube. What we are going to do is that you guys are going to take an assignment. We'll send the assignment to your platform later in the day. But you guys should attempt that assignment. In the next class, we are going to go over the user flow creation again, and then also proceed to do wireframes with you. Today, we have successfully looked at user analyzing survey forms. From survey forms, we're able to create empathy maps from the survey forms, right? You can see that on this page as well. You can see the empathy map. I can see Queen D is still analyzing the empathy map here. You can see the empathy map. And I showed you how to create that. And we created a user persona, right? Created a user persona. And then we proceeded from there to look at user flows. So next class, we are going to either before your next class, we might even create a short video for you to understand how to create user flows very, very well. And also wireframes. So please and please make sure that you go back to the YouTube to watch this class again, to understand very well, to drop your question, to drop your question on the platform for us to explain better. Yes, it's expected that the user flow would be a bit confusing to you, and that's why we would be going over it again until you understand it better. Please and please go over the YouTube video. And in conclusion, let me stop sharing my screen. In conclusion, today we have been able to look at analyzing survey forms, creating empathy maps, creating user personas, understanding the difference between user journey and user flow, and of course, looking into how to create a user flow. Once again, this training is actually brought to you by Maxify Global, and I've been here with you. My name again is Johnson Lawrence, product designer with Maxify, and as usual, I've been assisted on this training by Charity Abba, who is also a product designer with Maxify. We'll be sending you assignments to your group chat later in the day, and wish you a lovely, lovely, lovely week. Stay good, stay fine. Drop your questions on the group chat. Drop all your questions on the group chat. We're going to respond to it. And have a lovely, lovely week ahead. With this, we're going to be wrapping up for this week. Thank you.